Hi everyone, good morning. Everyone able to see my screen? Can you confirm anyone? Yeah. So what is Azure? Why Azure? So why the project teams are looking for a cloud infrastructure, right? What are the advantages of cloud platform? So these are all we discussed, right? So in the last session. So today we are going to walk through the console, Azure console, and we can create first VM today. We can create first VM today, and how can we connect the VM? How can we check the VM properties, right? These are all we discussed today. So everyone created the account, right? If not created, you can create the account today itself, okay? And you can interact with the console, right? So every organization they are using at least two cloud platforms, right? Along with AWS, Azure also using, or Azure GCP or GCP AWS like that. Every organization they are using two platforms. So that is why. So our course is a multi-cloud with DevOps, right? Yeah. So some few companies, startup companies, and few companies they are using only Azure, only AWS, only Google Cloud also, right? Fine. Yeah. One more time, I'll show you how to create AWS, how to create Azure account, Microsoft Azure account. Yeah. After that, we'll walk through the console. Fine. To create Azure account, what are the URL? To create Azure account, azure.microsoft.com, right? Azure.microsoft.com. See, to create Azure account, azure.microsoft.com. Yeah. So now you can click on create your account, create your free Azure free account today. Click on this. Yeah, it will open. See here, start free, pay as you go. So this is the free tier. This is the pay as you go model, right? So if you click on this, you need to provide the credit card information, and you need to subscribe. We need to subscribe, right? Yeah. So start free. Click on start free. Yeah. Here you can give your email address. Whatever email address you want to give, you can give. So now you can give the email address. Whatever email address you want to give, you can give. Just azure.microsoft.com. Free account. Start free. Click on next. I think already registered. That is why it is showing like this. Yeah. So click on yes here. Now it will ask you to provide your information. So you require one Gmail account. Once you enter your email address and password, after that it will ask you to provide your information here. See here, India first name, middle name, last name, and your email address already pop up here, phone number, right? So company name you can leave as it is, not mandatory field. If you want to give something, you can give. So PAN ID, address, city, state, postal code. So everything we need to provide here. Everything we need to provide. You check this. I understand that Microsoft may contact me about my free account. I agree. I would like to. I would like Microsoft to share my information. So select this. Yeah. After that, click on next. Here it will ask you to provide the payment information. So or else directly sign up. While signing up, it asks you to provide the payment information. Right. You need to provide the credit card or debit card information and expiration date, card member name, card holder name, CVV, right? After that, so from your account, 2 rupees will be deducted, right? So that 2 rupees will be reverted after 1 day or same day also, right? Yeah. So once it is registered, see here, what is this? 13,300 credit to use in your first 30 days, right? So popular services free for 12 months. 55 services, 55 plus services always free, right? So like these limitations are there here. Limitations. Okay. Yeah. So within this 13,300 credits, you can use your account for 30 days, first 30 days only. After 30 days, only 30 days it will work, right? 1 month free. So after that, it will not work. It will ask you to convert into pay account, right? So if you convert into paid account also, they will not charge anything, right? So when we use the resources for that usage only, they charge. I'm using paid account here because every month I can't create, right? I'm using paid account. I'm not paying anything. So if you forgot, for example, so you create a network in the AWS networking part, we can say here VNets, virtual networks. So if you create network subnets, if you leave that as is for 1 month or 1 week, charges will be applied. They charge something, right? So once complete your practice, you need to delete the resources. Otherwise, charges will be applied, right? Yeah. So that is why we need to use this account properly. So AWS is not like that, but Azure, GCP, yeah, we need to be very careful, right? So if you forgot to delete the resources, definitely charges will be applied. Auto debits will be happened. Auto debits from your account, auto debits will be happened. That is why. So Azure and GCP, we need to remove the resources once complete the practice. Okay. Yeah, that is why we need to be very careful. Yeah, once you sign up this account, once sign up this account, yeah. So here URL is, what is the URL here? Yes, portal.azure.com. See, this is my Azure account dashboard. Fine. So this is my subscription. This is my subscription. So I already subscribed. Okay. Fine. Now, so this is my email address. This is my email address. Click on this. See here. So my Microsoft account switch directory. So if you want to check your account information, click on this and you can check it out. Okay. Switch directory. Click on this. See here. Once you click on this, see here, directory subscriptions. You can verify your subscriptions, directory subscriptions here. Okay. Yeah. So currently it is active state. So appearance and startup use. Click on this. Your screen appearance. Okay. So currently I'm using blue and white combination. You want to use see here, light combination. See here, dark. Like this you can customize whatever you want, right? So console you can customize. Okay. So I want to use the default one only, this one only, this one only. So language and region, click on this. See here, region, language by default selected here. Yeah, my information. See here, my account information, I can verify this here. Here my email address and yeah, Azure Portal plan, nothing is there, right? Yeah, sign out and notifications. If you want to signing out and notifications, if you want to enable the notifications, you can check. Fine. Yeah. Next one, see here. So if you want to provide your feedback of this console, for example, you worked on some virtual missions, you want to provide feedback, okay? Go to feedback tab here. You can update your feedback and you can submit that. Once you submit that, that will go to the Microsoft, okay? Yeah. So next one, next tab here, support tab, support and troubleshooting. So if you want to raise a ticket with the Microsoft, if you want to raise a support case with the Microsoft, so click on this, see here. How can we help you? See here. Here you can give the information here, and also here ask Azure community. So different types of supports available here. You can raise here. You can give your tell us about issue to get solutions and support. Here you can give the, for example, unable to access network, unable to access the virtual machine, unable to access the storage. So like that you can update here. Click on go. Okay, it will ask you to provide the full information. So you can fill that and you can submit. Once you submit that, that will go to the Microsoft. And also, so ask the Azure community support also can take. Okay, explore Azure documentation. If you require documentation, you can go here, you can get all the documentation also. View billing FAQs, billing frequently asked questions, you can check here. Visit quick start center, you can check here. Whatever you require, you can check like this. Okay, next one, settings. See here, same settings, whatever we discussed already, same settings are available. Next one is bell icon. So this is the notifications, right? Notifications, click on this bell icon. Currently no notifications are available, right? So more events in the activity log, click on this, nothing is there, nothing is there. Okay, so next one is cloud shell. What is shell? It's a command line. Instead of the console, we can connect our shell also. The GCP I shown you, right? The GCP project. So we have, yeah, we'll connect this. Okay. Later point of time, I'll show you. Okay. Next one. Yeah. So here we have left side. We have three lines, right? So this is a navigation menu. So before going to that, click on home. Yeah. Click on navigation menu. Navigation. See here. Create a resource, home page, dashboard, all services, favorites, all resources, resource groups, resource groups. What is resource group? Where we create all the resources, group of the resources. We can say it is kind of folder. It is kind of folder, right? So when you create any server, is like a VM instance. Here in Azure we'll call it as VM, right? In AWS we call it as EC2 instance. In GCP we can call it as VM instance. It is a server, right? So when you create any server, by the time you need to create one resource group. So group is nothing but, so all the resources we can store in the particular group, respective group, right? So why we require group? For example, I'm handling multiple projects. So project wise I can create the resource groups so that yeah, easily I can find out the resources, right? So tracking is very easier. Fine. Yeah, resource group is nothing but it's kind of folder. So where we store all the, where we save all the resources. Fine. Yeah. Next one, quick start center. Quick start center. Click on this. See here. So here we can check the, see here. Get started with Azure. So navigating Azure Portal and a free account here. So get started in Azure Portal. Yeah. So they are giving some information here. Azure information. Okay. Go back here. Next one, app services, application services available here. Click on this. Currently, no applications created here. If you want to create your own application, you can create here. I'll show you. Yeah, function app. So this is also one of the one type of app. Okay. Next one, SQL databases. So database engineers normally work on this. Database engineers. Okay. Azure Cosmos DB. This is also database. So virtual missions. This is very important. Virtual missions. Okay. So different types of missions are available. So whatever missions required as per the project requirement, we need to select that and we need to create the virtual mission. I'll show you how to create virtual mission. Next one, load balancers. In AWS we discussed ELB, elastic load balancer. Same way, here also you can create the load balancers. I'll show you how to create the load balancer. So what is load balancer anyone? Anyone have any idea? For example, we are using some application, core application, digital application like Flipkart. So Flipkart service is getting more requests, more hits. So if you configure Flipkart application in one server, what will happen? At a time, if the requests are coming in, more requests are coming in. So it will not manage. The server will not manage. So that is why some load will be, some load should be balanced to the other servers. For example, in the project, we are 10 members are there, 10 members. So each person getting 30 requests per day. Each person getting 30 requests per day, right? So in the 10 members, 5 members went on leave. What will happen? So every day 30 requests are coming in, right? 300 requests per day. 5 members went on leave. What will happen? That 5 members request will be balanced to other members, distributed to other members. The load will be balanced, right? Same way, so here also, when we configure load balancing, the request will be equally shared to maintain the application performance, application availability, right? Yeah, next one, storage accounts. So different types of storage are available here. First, we need to create one account. In that, we can get the storages. Okay. Someone unmuted. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, you can mute yourself. Fine. Next one is here. So after storage, we have virtual networks. It is a VNets networking part, right? So in this VNets, we can get subnets, gateways, and all whatever required. Okay. So networking part is very very important. Networking concept. So we'll go very deep dive networking part. Okay. Yeah. So here monitor Microsoft Entra ID. So this is one type of ID. So monitor our, yeah, I'll explain that. So wait for some time. Yeah, this is one ID required here. I'll show you that. So monitor. So your console monitor, your resource monitor. Okay, monitoring. Advisor, defender, right? Cost management, help and support. So here, if you want to check your billing, if you want to check your billing, right? You can go here. Click on this. Previous month bills, current month bills, invoices. If you want to check, you can check. See here? These are the bills. These are the bills. I paid already. I paid already. If you don't pay, this will not be, yeah, accessible, right? So, yeah, yeah. Only one time I got to use bill, 3,500 something. Okay. So these are little, right? Very few. Next one, if you go to cost management, you can see the cost management also. So in the cost management, we can see the budgets also here, costing alerts, right? So yeah, budgets also can see budgets. You can create budgets also in real-time projects. We can create the budgets. So for example, client give you so $10,000 per annum. Within that budget, we have to control the resources. How to create the budgets? How can we configure the budgets? Practically, we'll see that. Okay. So if the budget is reaching maximum reaching, how can we expand that? How can we, yeah, cut off the resources? That we'll see that. Okay. Next one. So help and support. This is one type of, again we have another type of request creation. See here. So another type of request creation. See here, create support request. Create a support request. So choose the right support plan. So click on this create support request. See here, again it will redirect to same, right? So when you want to create any support request to the support request to get the help from Microsoft, we need to go to the support and help here, help and support. So in this, we can get the support request and we can get help from respective vendor. Fine. Yeah. Next one, click on more. Yeah. So here we have different services, AI machine learning services available, AI machine learning. So we don't work on all the resources as per the content. We work on the resources, but Azure is giving all the resources like this. A1 and machine learning, right? Analytics also. 23 services are there here. So compute services, these are the compute services. So images, how to create the image. In AWS, we discussed about AMIs, right? Same way. So SSH keys, virtual machines, right? Yeah. So Azure Compute galleries, availability sets, availability zones. We can call it as we are calling in AWS. Here availability sets, even availability zones also available here. Availability set, availability zone. Two terms are there. We'll see that practically. Yeah. See here, containers, databases, DevOps, even DevOps tools also. Azure DevOps tools, Azure DevOps, and DevTest Labs here. So Azure Admin Portal is different. Azure DevOps Portal is different. Azure DevOps Portal is dev.azure.com. This I'll show you later. I'll show you later. Okay. So I need to check whether it is expired or not. I already having created account, so I need to check that. Okay. Yeah. So next one is see here identity integrations, Internet of Things. What is this? IoT. IoT. Currently is very booming, right? Slowly, slowly. IoT is IoT services also available here. Management and governance. So in the management and governance, we have management groups, resource groups, and Azure. Yeah, see here. In the management and governance, subscriptions are available here. Subscriptions. If you want to get subscription, new subscription, you can go here. Migrations. If you want to migrate, data migrations or server migrations, we can go to the migration tab here, like this. Networking part, virtual networks, security. Security, 22 services are available here. So 22 services. Web and mobile, right? So like this, we have all the required services available here. Now let us go and check the. Here I can search marketplace. Marketplace. Click on marketplace. In AWS we have marketplace, right? In AWS also we have marketplace, right? Yeah. So here in the marketplace, see here, recommended for you. So these are the services available. So Azure monitoring, right? So services available here. Next one's here, flavors. Operating system flavors also available here. Let us go with this. Right. So here my solutions, nothing is there. Fine. Yeah. Now what we will do, yeah. So once we walk through the console, once we walk through the console, first VM, how can we create the first VM? How can we connect the first VM? How can we deploy the applications? Okay. So which methods we can use for creating the virtual machine? We'll see that. So before going to that, so this is my, yeah, subscription. So here I want to search here subscriptions. Click on subscriptions. See here, this is my subscription. So if you want to create one more subscription, if you want to create one more subscription, click on add subscription here. Click on add this, click on add. So it will show you different subscriptions. See here, most popular offers. Yeah. See here, build in the cloud with Azure free account. So Azure free already utilized. There is no offer here for me. So first time you are creating your account, you can have this account, right? See here, build in the cloud with Azure free account. So select offer, no offer is available here. Okay. So you are not eligible for this offer. Okay. Next one, pay as you go model. So this is the offer is there for this offer. No, this is not offer. Anyone can create this. Okay. So next one, this is the students build in the cloud with Azure free account. So they need to provide some proof here. So student ID and all, right? If you want to check all other offers, see here, check eligibility, Azure Pass. So different types of offers. So nothing is available here. Only student account and also pay as you go free tier account. Three offers. If you want to create the paid account, pay as you go model, click on get started. So it will ask you to provide information. We need to provide the information and we can provide the credit card information. So we need to subscribe that. Okay. Yeah. Go back here. Next one, very first thing, resource groups before going to server creation. Okay. Resource groups. What is resource group? Anyone? So resource group is nothing but it is kind of folder where we save all the resources, right? Yeah. While creating server also we can create the resource group. We need to create our own. Okay. I want to create one resource group here. Click on create. Click on create. Yeah. Subscription automatically. So it is popping up, right? Subscription is available. Resource group. I want to give cloud DevOps. For example, I'm giving. Okay. Yeah. So region by default it is showing same region. You can use the same region. Now click on next tags name. You can give. So here you can give the same name, whatever name you want to give. You can give. Yeah. Now click on next review and create. So just we are creating resource group here. Okay. Click on next review and create. So validation passed. So this should be, yeah, green, right? Validation should be passed. Now click on create. So one resource group is creating now. See here, multi-cloud DevOps one resource group created here. Okay. Now I want to create the virtual mission. I want to create the virtual mission. So I want to store all the resources in the resource group, whatever resource group created here. Okay. So now go to navigation menu and select here virtual virtual missions. Click on this or else go to home, select your virtual missions. Okay. So click on virtual missions. Now create virtual mission. So up to here, any questions, anyone? Online guys, up to here, any questions, anyone? Console overview completed. So subscriptions, what is subscription? What is resource group? We discussed. Now we are going to create a virtual machine. Right. Yeah. So now I want to create a virtual machine. Click on create here. Click on create. See here. So it is showing three types. Azure Virtual Machine with yeah preset configuration, predefined configuration. So more VMs and related solutions also available here. More VMs related solutions. Okay, I don't want to use all these two. I don't want to use. I don't want to use this last one and the second one. So I want to use the first one only. Only Azure Virtual Machine I want to create here. So click on this. Once I click on this, yeah. So now it is showing. So basics, disks, networking, management, monitoring, advanced tags, review and create. So subscription already selected here. So resource groups here. Immediately it is asking resource group. Now if you want to select your resource group, you can select here, or else you can create the new group also here. Okay. Yeah. Now go down here. Virtual machine name. I want to give VM01, or else you can give whatever name you want to give. Okay. Region, what is region anymore? What is region? Region is a data center, right? So we have so many data centers are available. You click on this. See here, these are all data centers. So Microsoft is having, so US data centers, UK data centers, Asia Pacific data centers, right? See here, these are all data centers available across the globe. By default they are giving East US. You can keep as is. So availability options, availability zone, availability zone, right? So zone one, they are showing zone one. So availability zones also, yes here. Availability zone, availability set, we'll discuss later. Availability set, we'll discuss later. Wait for some time. Okay. So for now, we can select the zone only. So instead of the region, multiple zones will be available, right? It can, yeah, it can be, for example, we have Mumbai region. Instead of the Mumbai region, we have Hyderabad location, Bangalore, Chennai. These three are, we can say, zones. What is zone? What is the use of zone? So new guys, don't confuse here. Azure regions and zones. Fine. For example, this is the region. This is the region. Region. What is region? Anyone? Region is a data center. Region is a data center. For example, this is the Mumbai region, Asia Pacific Mumbai region. Okay, Mumbai region. So here instead of this region, these are the zones. These are the availability zones. We can say availability zones. Availability. Why this is changing? Keep on changing. Yeah. See here, availability zone 2A, 2B, 2C. Right. So three zones are available here. Okay, so these zones we can say, what we can say here, DR data centers. What is DR data center? Disaster recovery data centers. Okay, so under this region we have availability zones, right? So zone is nothing but zone is also a data center, but zone is a DR data center, right? So what is what is the use of zone? What is zone? Zone is a data center, DR data center. What is the use of zone? Okay, for example, this is Hyderabad zone, this is Bangalore, this is Chennai. Fine. So in, yeah, in Bangalore zone, we deployed all the applications, we created the servers, we hosted the databases and all, right? So due to some floods, due to some floods or something, this zone is down completely. For example, I'm saying, for example, this zone is down due to some issues. This zone is, the entire zone is down. So in this zone is down, the zone is down. Whatever applications we hosted on the zone, whatever databases we hosted on the zone, whatever servers we configured on the zone, everything will be down. So yeah, applications are down, databases are down, right? So what will happen here in case everything is down? What will happen? So client business will be impacted, right? So client applications will be impacted. For example, so Flipkart is down. What will happen? Business will be impacted. No one can access, right? Same way, the zone is down. What will happen? So client business will be impacted. So that is why Azure is giving high availability, high availability. So high availability and high security. These two are very important. High availability and high security, right? So Azure is giving high availability. How they are giving availability? So whatever, yeah, zones are available, these zones every 2 minutes data will be replicated to the one zone to other zone. These zones will replicate data from one to other every 2 minutes. Okay. So in case this zone is down, this zone is having some applications here, some databases here. This will be replicated to the other zone. So immediately after after 2 minutes, this will be replicated to the other zone. So same copy will be replicated to the other zone like this. Same as is, same copy will be available here also. So in case one zone is down, nothing will be happened. Our applications will be accessible, right? So in case, yeah, for example, this zone is down. For example, this zone is completely down. Applications will be accessible from Chennai or Hyderabad. So in case entire region is down, entire region, nothing will be happen. So Azure is maintaining the backup. So it will be accessible from nearby data center, which is Singapore or Middle East, right? So AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, these popular clouds are maintaining high availability, high security. So especially Azure is having very used data centers because Microsoft is very old organization, right? So before Azure, Microsoft they used to provide operating systems, right? They have used data centers across the globe. Azure is providing high availability and also high security. So security is the first concern every customer raises, right? For example, I want to opt to Azure Cloud. I started startup company. I want to opt the Azure platform, cloud platform. So before opting the Azure platform, what I will check, what I check here. So I have startup company. So I'm entering the applications, databases. So development team is there. So I want to migrate to the Azure. I want to migrate my applications to the Azure platform. So very first thing what I will check here, cost is important, security also very important, availability also very important, right? These three are very very important, right? So costing obviously less costing, but what about availability? What about security, right? So for example, HDFC Bank is there. HDFC Bank. So they are maintaining used databases, customer data, customer accounts, right? Yeah. So if they want to migrate to Azure, what they check? First, very first thing, what they will ask, what they ask. So how the security, how the availability. These two are very important. So obviously costing will be reduced, right? So security, availability. So to maintain the security, to provide the availability, Azure is maintaining so very good hardware to protect the customer applications to maintain the high availability, right? So every cloud platform they are maintaining very good security, very good availability. But especially Microsoft and AWS and Google Cloud, these three clouds are maintaining very good security, very good availability. Clear, right, everyone? What is region? What is zone? You understand, right, everyone? Yeah. So inside of this zone, we create the network. The network we can call it as what is that? VNets, right? VNet, which is virtual network. Virtual network. So in AWS we'll call it as VPC, right? So instead of this VNet, what we will do? We can create subnets, right? Like this subnets. What is subnet? Anyone? What is subnet? So this VNet, when we talk about VNet, instead of the large network, we can create our small network, our custom network. VNet is nothing but virtual network. Instead of the physical data center, we can create our virtual network, our own network. So instead of the virtual network, we can create subnets, small networks. So public subnet, private subnet. What is public subnet? What is private subnet? Public subnet, private subnet. What is public subnet? Yeah. So in public subnet, we create the public servers. We create the public servers here. In private subnet, we create the private servers here. Public server is nothing but so the server can be accessible through internet, right? For example, so in public server we host the public applications like Facebook application, right? Instagram, right? YouTube. These are all public applications, public servers. They maintain the public servers. Okay, yeah. Public servers will be public servers. We host the applications in public servers. So these public applications we can access through internet, right? Yeah. So here we host the private applications. In these servers, we host the private applications which are like within the organization. Within the organization, like time card entries, time card, time sheets, leave management system, right? And also performance review applications, Outlook applications, so communicators applications. Those we can host in the private servers. So if you want to access your private application, required ఏం కావాలండి required VPN, right? So through internet we can connect our VPN here, for example, as a user, as a user. So here this user, you can connect VPN through internet. So VPN will allow you to connect your office network, private network, right? Yeah. So this is the way we can maintain the. We can yeah. This regions and zones will be region zones will be taken care by Microsoft vendor. Microsoft vendor, right? So instead of this VPC, instead of this zone, instead of this availability zone, we create our network, own network, which is a virtual network, VNet. Right? This will be maintained by cloud engineers and also DevOps engineers. Okay. Yeah. So cloud engineers, especially cloud engineers, will maintain this. Fine. Yeah. Instead of this VNets, we create the subnets. Instead of the subnets, we can get the servers, which are VMs. Instead of the servers, we can host the applications. Clear, right, everyone? Any questions here, anyone? Any questions here, anyone? Fine. Yeah. So we are creating VM right here. See here. This is the region. Instead of the region, we have availability zone. Availability zone one. Zone one. Okay. So go down here. Next one. Security type, trusted launch virtual machine, or we can select standard one. See here, standard one. The basic level of security of your virtual machines. Okay. Basic security. So trusted launch, see here, protects against, so see here, attackers attacks, so it will be prevented. Okay. So another one also there. So confidential virtual machines, don't use this for free tier. We are using free account, right? So you are using free account, that is why select standard one only, don't use the additional one. Okay. See here, standard one only. Next one is here, image required, right? If you want to create VM, one image required here. Okay. So it is showing image here. See here, Ubuntu server by default it is showing. If you want to see all images, click on see all images. See here, these are all images available. Different images, Windows, Red Hat, right? CentOS, Debian, so many images are available. 488 images available. 488. Go next, next. You can check this all images. If you want to select any image, you can select like this. Click on select. Will be selected. Okay. Yeah. So by default it is selected Ubuntu one. You can keep as is. Next one, VM architecture. So don't select ARM. So ARM, this is mainly for machine learning projects. Okay. You can select x64 only, right? So next one, size of the machine, size of your server, right? So in AWS we discussed about T2 micro, T2 nano, T2 large, T2 X large, like that. Here we have see all sizes. Click on this. See here, DS1 V2, DS2 V3, D2 AS, B2S, B1S. So like this different configurations. These are the different types of servers, right? So now go down here, go down. See here, these are all types of servers. So now I don't want to use all these things. I want to use DS1 V2. This is the default one. This is the free of cost minimal configuration. Minimal configuration. I want to use this. So when I select DS1 V2, one virtual CPU, 3.5 GB memory, right? Yeah. So now close this. See here, by default it is selected. You can keep as is. If you want to change anything, you can change here. Okay. Yeah. Go down here. Go down. Next one. So authentication type, SSH keys or password. SSH key. What is that? Private keys we generated, right? PEM, PPK, and AWS. Same way, one key we can unit generate. Okay. So I don't want to use this. I want to use the password only. Set password. So now we can give the username and password here. So first time we are going through all the options. Later on we can get 1 minute. We can get the server in 1 minute only. Okay. First time we are going through all the options. Okay. Now username, I want to give Azure user one. Azure user one. Username. Password, custom password you need to provide. So by using cap letters, small letters, special character. Okay. Next one is see here. So public inbound ports. If you select allow selected port only, it will allow you to connect your server. 22 port required here. To connect your Linux server, we require SSH authentication. 22 port should be open. So by default it is open, right? If you select none, what will happen? No ports are available. You cannot connect your server. That is why you need to allow at least 22 port. This one. Okay. So go down here. Nothing is there. Now click on next disks, right? See here. So they are giving 30 GB with the Ubuntu server. So by default they are giving 30 GB. So OS disk type premium SSD. If you want to select another disk, you can select standard one, standard HDD. You can select here. They are giving premium SSD. You can keep as is. Next one, key management, platform manager key. So if you want to create additional disk, another disk, data disk, you can create here. What is data disk here? So they are saying here LUN. LUN. LUN is nothing but logical unit number. LUN is nothing but logical unit number. Right? So this is for additional data disks. This we can say data disk. So primary disk is OS disk is 30 GB they are giving OS disk. OS disk means operating system disk. So LUN is a data disk, secondary drive like D drive, E drive. Okay. So I'll show you how to create this. How can we attach this? I'll show you later point of time. Now click on next networking. So it is taking default networking, whatever network already having predefined network. So it is taking. So while working on networking part, I'll show you how can we create the custom network, how can we assign the custom network to the VM. Okay. Now next one, click on next management. So management here, go down here. So if you want to auto shutdown, enable. If you want to enable, you can enable. Backup, if you want to enable, you can enable. Gust OS updates, if you want to enable, you can enable. Like this. Okay. This is the management options. Next one is monitoring. Click on monitoring. See here. Yeah. So monitoring. If you enable the monitoring, you need to configure the monitoring. Server monitoring. I don't want to configure the monitoring. I'll show you later this. Okay. Yeah. Next one, advanced. Click on advanced. So nothing is there. Don't need to select anything. Click on next tags. Tag name VM01. Right. So now click on review and create. Click on next review. This validation should be passed. Validation should be passed. See here, now it is passed. Now click on create VM. I'll show you one more time tomorrow. Don't worry. Deployment is in progress. Wait for a few seconds. Server will be created. See here. Now it is created. Deployment succeeded. Okay. Now if you go to resource, click on this. See here, this is the VM01. Click on, go back here. Click on virtual machines. See here, this is our virtual machine. It is in running state. Okay, this was two piece multi-cloud DevOps I gave, right? So standard DS1, V2. So this is the public IP, right? So public IP, private IP, two IPs will be there, right? This is the VM which is in running state. Clear, right, everyone? How to create VM? Any questions here, anyone? So how to connect VM, I'll show you tomorrow. And again, I'll show you one more time how to create the VM. So, and after that, uh, what are the features available? So multiple ways to connect VM. Okay. Show you after that one by one we'll go. So you can create the account today if not created, and you can create the first VM today. Okay, and you can practice this. In what ways Azure is better than other cloud service? Someone asking this question. Sabi asking this question. Yeah, fine. So what is the okay? Azure is better than other cloud. What ways you are asking, right? Yeah. So all the clouds are same first of all. Okay. So AWS is in first place. Azure is in second place. Yeah. Currently Azure is having used data centers, used customer count. Okay. Compare with AWS, Azure servers are bit lesser cost effective compared with AWS. So that is why so few customers are migrating to Azure here, right? So most of the applications are supported by Azure. So AWS is in first place always, Azure is in second place. But Azure is also having very huge customer count, huge data centers. Okay, clear it everyone? Everyone create the account and you can create first VM and you can practice this. So tomorrow, one more time you can create the VM and how to connect the VM, how can we deploy the packages on VM, how can we work on that, we'll see tomorrow. Fine. So tomorrow link will be changed. The new guys, whoever joined, so if you are interested, you can make the fee and you can share the screenshot to me so that yeah, we'll add into group, WhatsApp group, right? So tomorrow link will be changed. Meeting will be changed tomorrow. Fine. Yeah. So we can wind up here. Fine. Yeah. Thank you all.